In the army, the strongest bond that you can have is the bond between course mates. 20 years back, they were gentlemen cadets. Today, they're colonels.
20 long years, but when you look back at it, it seems just like yesterday when we passed out from the hallowed portals of this historic Chetwood building.
So nostalgic to come back to a place where actually one has learned to walk in the world of army.
After 20 years, we feel that there could not have been a better option than to join the Indian Army.
I was lucky that I did attachment with an infantry battalion, and more lucky that I could participate in Kargil operation.
Earlier, you were a gentleman cadet, a baby who is getting trained for his future life. And now you are training the future officers of this great organization and this great country.
I'm at the horse riding school of the Indian Military Academy at Dehradun, suitably attired, as you can see, in boots and with a helmet. And I hope to be riding my first horse after 24 years. The last time I rode a horse was at the Officers Training Academy in Madras in 1993. My horse is called Red Whiskey, and I'm going to be meeting Red Whiskey in a while. And then see if I still remember how a horse may be ridden. Now, viewers, this is where officers are trained in the art of riding horses. And it's very important. Horse riding has always had a very important role in the military worldwide. So here, they teach the rudimentary skills of riding horses. You can see there are show jumping obstacles here, tent pegging, and also polo. We'll show you a bit of each. But what I'm going to do is sit comfortably on my horse, because that is all that I remember after 24 years. I'm joined here by Lieutenant Colonel S.K. Dahiya of the Remount and Veterinary Corps of the Indian Army. And he is the overall in charge of this equestrian wing at the IMA. And we're going to speak to Colonel Dahiya and then, know a lot about horses and about his entire story about how he got involved with horses, his love for horses, and how the cadets at IMA learn horse riding. Welcome to the show, Colonel Dahiya.
Thank you, sir.
And, I just wanted to know, we were mentioning during the course of our conversation that you started off riding as an NCC cadet.
Yes, sir.
So that is where the passion grew and the passion took root. Yes. So tell me about your journey. How was it initially?
Sir, I started my journey of horse riding as an NCC cadet. I am a veterinary graduate of College of Veterinary Science, Hyderabad.
Okay.
And there we had a NCC regiment which was focused to teach horse riding to the veterinary graduates.
Okay.
From there, I picked up riding, and then I participated in few horse shows, and then I participated in 2 Republic Day camps, that is 97 and 98.
Okay.
There I did tent pegging, show jumping, and I've won few medals also. Okay. Thereafter, there was a break. When I finished my graduation, I landed up in College of Veterinary Science, Hisar, where there were no horse riding. After I finished my post-graduation, I joined Army. And after initial few years of my service in field, I did that all-arms equitation and animal management course. And after that all-arms equitation management course, I started again with my competitive riding.
All right.
And as of now, I've got 2 horses. One is named as Valentine and other is known as Valuable. So those horses are with me since 2009 and 2010. And
Valentine and Valuable.
Valentine and Valuable.
Nice names, nice names. All right. And this, as I told you viewers, this is Red Whiskey. This is my horse for the day. And you were telling us something about this breed of horse.
Yes.
Hanoverian horses from Germany.
This is Touch of Class, a 7-year-old horse which is of a lineage of a Hanoverian breed which originates from Germany. Long back in 1998, we imported 4 stallions and 40 mares to improve the breeding stock and the stock of horses in the Indian Army. So this horse has been sired by a stallion known as Arjun.
All right.
And he is a pure Hanoverian horse. And we still have the lineage of those pure Hanoverian horses in Indian Army. And as far as the equestrian sports are concerned, The Hanoverian breed has done a lot to improve the standard of equestrian sports in India.
Looks like a solid horse.
Yes.
You know, the bone structure and the the entire muscle placing of this horse is very, very solid. It's
this Hanoverian horse, unlike a thoroughbred, which generally we have in Indian Army, he is a short and a compact horse. Ideally, a dressage or a show jumper, but in Indian conditions, we have trained them to be eventers also.
all right. You were speaking about eventers. Would you like to amplify on what eventing is actually?
Eventing is a discipline of equestrian sports wherein a horse and a rider goes on for a three-phase event. The first phase of the event is dressage. The obedience and the agility of the horse and the rider is tested. And the second day, the same horse-rider combination goes for a cross-country, wherein we check the physical endurance and the boldness of the horse. And the final culminating phase is show jumping, where we see that after that long cross-country route, whether the horse is able to come back and to be careful enough to do a show jumping obstacle course.
Okay. So, Colonel Daya, you are an instructor here at IMA and you were an instructor previously also?
Yes, I've been instructor for 2 tenures before this. And those 2 units were basically where we train our horses of Indian Army, horses and mule.
All right.
So that was again a different experience. Those places are known as remount training school and depots. And there we give the initial training to horses and mules. From a wild animal, they are trained to a fully trained horse in a period of 34 weeks.
34 weeks,
yes.
A wild animal becomes a fully trained horse.
Fully trained horse.
Viewers, it's, I congratulate Colonel Daya, not just for being the top instructor here at IMA for the equestrian wing, but also, there are very, very rare people in this world who, their passion becomes their profession. And Colonel Daya has lived almost all his life now with horses. He started off as an NCC cadet and he loves horses, he trains with horses, he is around horses. And Colonel Daya, tell me also about GCs. So, there would be one odd exceptional cadet who's very good at riding.
Yes.
And you might say that, okay, this is the guy for 61st Cavalry, or this is the guy for, RVC or something like that.
Yes.
Does it happen?
Yes, it do happen. So we have a system in place for that. Generally, we have 3 types of entries in IMA. One is a direct entry, the second is a technical entry, and third is the direct NDA, ex-NDA entry. And the fourth one is ex-ACC. So out of these 4 entries, in general, what we find is ex-NDAs and ex-ACCs pick up riding and they learn it well. And when they are about to pass out in their 3rd term, we ask for the names for the volunteers of GC who are willing to join the 61 Cavalry or any other mounted regiment of the Indian Army. And then the nominations come to me based on their performance in NDA / in IMA, not in academy, in the outdoor competitions where we go and participate.
All right.
I consider them whether they're fit to be recommended to be commissioned in a mounted regiment or not.
All right.
And thereafter, it goes in the system, and finally, in my past 4 terms, I've seen 2 to 3 cadets in each term going to the mounted regiments.
Excellent. So you choose the best in terms of riding capability through competitions through their other activities.
Yes.
And then you decide who should go where, and then they opt for that.
Yes.
And they get selected.
Yes.
So viewers, clearly, this is the place where, very few places in India and the world where horse riding, once a royal sport, is still living. In IMA, it is still very much a royal sport. You have GCs and you have officers, gentlemen cadets and officers coming here and training on horses. And generally living the life which most civilians would find it difficult to believe. Look all around you. It's so beautiful. There are horses, and these gentlemen cadets here are living their dream. I have with me here gentleman cadet Rajiv Sawant from Pune. Hi Rajiv.
Hello sir.
So Rajiv, what brought you to the academy? You are, what are your qualifications? What have you done?
Sir, I'm BTech civil engineer, sir.
You're a civil engineer?
Yes, sir.
But in the army, they break things more than they make things. So you'll be opting for?
I'll be opting for engineers, sir.
Engineers?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, yeah. Good choice. You know, great people. You tell me, what was your first experience when you wanted to jump down this 10-meter board?
So initially I was very afraid when I came here.
Yes.
But later on, as the experience built it up over here.
Yes.
So these little fairs are no boundaries for me now, sir.
Now you're confident of jumping, huh?
Yes, absolutely, sir.
Chal bhai, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Go for it. Come on. I have with me gentleman cadet Saurabh Upadhyay. Hi, Saurabh.
Hi, sir.
Saurabh, you're opting for?
Sir, I'm an IMA opti because I'm a mechanical engineer by background.
Okay, you're a mechanical engineer, and
yes,
so
sir.
you're opting for the electrical and mechanical engineers
Yes, sir.
of the Indian Army.
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So, any fear, 10-meter board?
No, sir. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. And you're from?
So I'm from Faridabad.
You're from Faridabad?
Yes, sir.
We are neighbors almost. I am
Yes.
from Noida, you're from Faridabad. I mean, I live in Noida, I'm
I've
not
done
from
my
Noida.
college in Noida.
Excellent. So, chaliye, for all the people in Noida,
Yes,
give us a great jump, huh?
Yes, sir.
All the best, brother. Go for gold.
This is all about the Cadet company.
We have GC Saurabh Singh from Delhi. And Saurabh, are you a good swimmer?
Yes, sir.
Good, huh?
Yes, sir.
How good?
I'm fine, good. Fine.
You're fine.
Fine with swimming. Yeah.
You're fine with swimming.
Yes, sir.
And jumping off 10-meter boards, is that okay?
Yes, sir. Obviously.
All right. All the best, buddy. Go.
Thank you, sir.
This is all of them. Cadet company.
We are at the firing range where the rudimentary skills of weapon training and firing is taught to the gentlemen cadets. Now, this is something that every cadet has to know. The problems, the issues and situations that India faces. You know, this is one basic type of training that is so necessary to be able to pick up a rifle and hit the bullet where it needs to go. I'm going to speak to two gentlemen cadets here who've just done their bit of firing. Hi, your name is?
Sir, Cadet Jaiping Negi.
All right. And Negi, where are you from?
I'm from Dehradun, sir.
Dehradun?
Yes, sir.
So Dehradun to Dehradun, it's okay now?
Yes,
Your
sir.
home, is it?
Sir.
All right. So you've just done firing and you've been firing these INSAS LMGs here that I see. What is your confidence level in terms of hitting the target?
So it is like when you hit the target, one bullet that you shot,
Yes.
it has to be in the target.
Ek goli, ek dushman.
Yes, sir.
And you can do that every time?
Yes, sir.
You're confident?
Yes, sir.
All right. And this is at a range of 100 meters?
Yes, sir.
And then you'll progressively start shooting for 200, 300, and 400 meters also,
Yes, sir.
right? So which is your favorite weapon?
So LMG, sir.
LMG is the best for you?
Yes, sir.
Why? Lots of fire, putting a lot of fire downrange?
It is an efficient weapon, sir.
It's an efficient weapon.
Sir.
All right. Good, excellent, Negi. Pleasure speaking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And my friend, what's your name?
It's Cadet Abhishek Shigwan, sir.
Hi, Abhishek. And you're from?
I'm from Mumbai, sir.
You're from Mumbai?
Yeah.
And what brings you to Dehradun? Did you come through the NDA route or?
No, I was a service personnel earlier. I
Okay.
was with the Army Education Corps for 3 years.
All right.
I was enrolled in the year 2014.
Okay.
And after getting enrolled, I was into imparting education to the troops.
Okay.
So while I was imparting education to a batch of ACC aspirants,
Okay.
my officers at the unit asked me to enroll myself.
All right.
And they guided me and this led me here.
Okay. And today you're about to become an officer in a few months,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And you must be looking forward to that. It's a huge achievement. Now tell me something. You know, you have been firing on the range.
Yes.
How confident are you at 100 meters? Good?
Very high.
Very high?
Yeah.
You can hit the enemy every time?
Exactly.
Every time that you cock your weapon and load it, you can hit the enemy,
Exactly.
right? And which is your favorite weapon? Again, the LMG?
The INSAS rifle.
INSAS rifle is better
Yes.
for you
Yes.
because you can carry it.
Yes.
I mean, maneuverability is much higher than an LMG.
Yes, it is.
But LMG has a much more sort of, you know, it can put much more ammunition down the range.
Well, we could say that the effective firing range of INSAS rifle is 400, whereas for LMG it is 700 meters.
Yes,
So if suppose I'm in a section defended post,
yes,
it is always the INSAS rifle that is or you can say it is rifle is supposed to be the first wife of a soldier.
Absolutely. So he said that the rifle is the first wife of a soldier.
Yes, sir.
And you're not married, are you?
Not yet.
God bless you, my friend.
Thank you.
God bless you. You've just seen the cadets firing on the range. Impressive firing, accurate firing. I was very happy to see the standards of firing and the range-related drills. I have with me a legendary figure, a hero of the Indian Army, who is one of the gurus of these cadets, you know, teaching them weapons and how to fire on the range. It's my greatest honor to present to you नायब सूबेदार संजय कुमार PVC. साहब बहुत खुशी हुई आपसे मिलके और बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे मिलके साहब. ये मैंने दूर से आपका रिबन देख लिया था PVC का. मुझे डाउट था क्योंकि मैंने कभी लाइफ में नहीं देखा, बट मैंने बोला कि क्योंकि ये सीनियर मोस्ट है, ये रिबन आपने सीनियरिटी से लगा रखा होगा, तो बड़ा अच्छा लगा साहब आपसे मिलके. इट्स अ ग्रेट ऑनर फॉर मी. बहुत इज्जत की बात है कि हम आपसे यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं. हम आपसे ये जानना चाहते हैं साहब कि आप जो कैडेट्स को सिखाते हैं, ये एक नया कैडेट जब आता है जिसको हथियार जिसने शायद कभी जिंदगी में ना देखे हों, उसके बाद वो कैडेट किस तरीके से मार्क्समैन बनता है और किस तरीके से कैडेट फायरिंग सीखता है, क्योंकि फायरिंग एक चीज़ है जो कि सिखाने से आती है. रेंज पे उस्ताद सिखाता है, गुरु सिखाता है, तब जाके फायरिंग आती है. ऐसे कोई सीख के तो नहीं आता घर से, क्योंकि इन्होंने कभी वेपन देखा भी नहीं होगा. आप जरा इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताइए साहब.
सर, यहाँ हमारा जो WT का यहाँ पे जो ट्रेनिंग रहता है वेपन के बारे में, वो हम जो हमारे इन्फेंट्री प्लाटून वेपन है हमारे पास नजर है, उनके बारे में हम पूरा इनको ट्रेनिंग देते हैं.
जी.
पहले बेसिक से स्टार्ट करते हैं इनको.
जी.
ड्राई प्रैक्टिस से फर्स्टली ड्राई प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं. ड्राई प्रैक्टिस और इनके हैंडलिंग करने के बाद जब ये हैंडलिंग और ड्राई प्रैक्टिस सही तरीके से कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद उनको हम रेंज पे लाते हैं. पहले शॉर्ट रेंज पे, फिर लॉन्ग रेंज पे. तो शॉर्ट रेंज पे जब इनका शॉट अच्छा हो जाता है और ग्रुप अच्छा बनना लग जाता है, टारगेट को सही तरीके से ये पकड़ लेते हैं, गोली कैसे फायर करनी, कैसे किस तरीके से उसको ग्रुपिंग कैसे करना है, इसको करने के बाद फिर हम शॉर्ट रेंज पे सही तरीके से जब उसकी कार्रवाई सही समझ जाता है, उसके बाद हम लॉन्ग रेंज पे लेके आते हैं 100 मीटर पे. 100 मीटर पे भी उसको वही सेम प्रैक्टिस उसको देते हैं, ताकि रेंज के डिफरेंस के हिसाब से उसका
धीरे धीरे बढ़ता है वो. तो साहब शुरू में झिझक तो ज़रूर होती होगी जब चलाते हैं, फ्लिंचिंग होती होगी, आंख बंद कर लेते होंगे.
वो तो है,
सबका है.
इसी चीज़ के लिए हम पहले ड्राई प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं. उसके बाद हमारे पास और भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट है जिसके तरीके से हम उनको प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं, ताकि उनको जो डर है वो पहले ही खत्म हो जाए.
अच्छा.
तो डर खत्म होने जाने के बाद ही उनको रेंज पे लिया जाता है, तभी उनको फायर कराया जाता है. और जब एक बार फर्स्टली जब फायर कर लेता है, उसके बाद उसका डर सब खत्म हो जाता है.
एक बार डर निकल जाता है, झिझक निकल जाती है. डर से ज़्यादा झिझक होती है, वो झिझक निकल जाती है. एक बात बताइए साहब, आपके टाइम पे जो ट्रेनिंग होती थी और आज के टाइम में ट्रेनिंग है, उसमें क्या फ़र्क आपको समझ में आता है? कुछ आपको लगता है कि कुछ बदला है या ज़्यादा एडवांस हो गई है, टेक्निकल ट्रेनिंग हो गई है, या कुछ और चीज़ें इस्तेमाल हो गई हैं ट्रेनिंग में?
नहीं, वो तो सही बात है. जो हमारे टाइम पे जो चीज़ें थी वो आज काफ़ी एडवांस है. हमारे टाइम पे वो चीज़ें नहीं थी. वही हथियार भी हमारे थोड़ा चेंजिंग है, लेकिन ये टाइम के हिसाब से जैसे बदल रहा सही है और सभी उसको एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हैं.
और सब लोग ये भी कहते हैं, फौज में तो अक्सर ये कहते हैं कि इट इज़ नॉट द वेपन बट द मैन बिहाइंड द वेपन. जो बंदा होता है हथियार के पीछे, जो शख्स हथियार चला रहा है, उस पर ज़्यादा डिपेंड करता है. तो मैं समझता हूँ थोड़ा सा हथियार पे भी करता है, थोड़ा सा उस पर भी करता है.
सर, बात तो सही है आपकी, दोनों चीज़ें सही हैं. पहले तो बंदे के अंदर दम होना चाहिए, जो उसके अंदर जो उसका यानी एक अपने अंदर उसके अंदर एक शक्ति, जो इच्छा शक्ति है वो उसकी जागृत होनी चाहिए, उसकी सीखने की. जब वो सीख जाता है तब उसको कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है, और कॉन्फिडेंस आने के बाद जब उसको एक्सपेरिमेंट करने का मौका मिलता है तो वो आसानी से करता है, और वो यहीं से सीख के जाता है. वो ये ट्रेनिंग जो एक टाइम है हमारा ट्रेनिंग पीरियड है, वो यहाँ से सीख लेता है.
तो साहब ये बैच ठीक चल रहा है आपके हिसाब से?
बढ़िया
चल रहा है. आज जब तक बढ़िया नहीं चलेगा आपने जाने भी नहीं देना इनको.
सही बात है ना. यहाँ पे तीनों टर्म जब पासिंग आउट करेगा, फर्स्ट टर्म, सेकंड टर्म और थर्ड टर्म का, जब यहाँ पे पूरा इनको उसी तरीके से इनके लेवल के हिसाब से इनको ट्रेनिंग दी जाती है. और जब लास्ट टर्म में पासिंग आउट होते हैं, इनका पूरा सब टेस्ट होने के बाद आप
फिट होकर भेजते हैं यहाँ से पूरा. तब आपसे मिलकर बहुत खुशी हुई, और हम आपसे दोबारा मिलेंगे. आपसे तो हमने बहुत सारी बातें करनी है, कारगिल के बारे में, आपकी यूनिट के बारे में, आपके बारे में, आपने परमवीर चक्र कैसे जीता. बहुत खुशी हुई, बहुत गर्व की बात है आपसे मिलकर साहब. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू. Viewers, weapon training is a very integral part of the training of a gentleman cadet. And today it is my honor that I'm being joined here by Subedar Major Ranjit Singh Shekhawat, who is, one of the main pillars around which WT or weapon training revolves in the academy. SM साहब, मिलके बहुत खुशी हुई आपसे.
थैंक यू साहब.
अच्छा SM साहब, एक बात बताएं, आपने जो जेंटलमैन कैडेट्स के साथ ट्रेनिंग करी है, तो सबसे ज़्यादा मुश्किलात क्या आती हैं जब आप नए कैडेट्स आते हैं, तो उनको ट्रेन करने में वेपन्स, खासतौर से हथियार, क्योंकि फौजी के साथ तो हथियार सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है, तो उसके साथ क्या क्या आपको परेशानी आती है सब?
सबसे पहले हमारे पास एकेडमी के अंदर जो भी एक जेंटलमैन कैडेट आता है तो वो लाइव अम्युनिशन फायर कर रहा होता है. तो हमारे लिए जब एक सिविल बैकग्राउंड से जेंटलमैन कैडेट आता है तो उसको लाइव अम्युनिशन रेंज पे फायर कराना काफ़ी चुनौती है. तो इसके लिए हम सबसे पहले क्लास फोर्स ट्रेनिंग के दौरान उसको उस वेपन के बारे में बेसिक सिखलाई देते हैं. जो बेसिक सिखलाई में वो माहिर तो हासिल कर लेता है, उसके बाद में हम उसको शॉर्ट रेंज पे लाते हैं और ड्राइव प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं. फिर कम रेंज से हम जेंटलमैन कैडेट को पीछे की तरफ लाते हैं और जब वो एकदम सक्षम हो जाता है तो फिर उसको हम 300 मीटर, 200 मीटर और 100 मीटर पे फायरिंग प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं.
साहब, अगर कोई जेंटलमैन कैडेट ऐसा हुआ जिसका निशाना लगातार खराब चल रहा है, आप उसको कोच कर रहे हैं लेकिन वो टारगेट पे नहीं मार पा रहा है, टारगेट पे शूट नहीं कर पा रहा है, फिर आपकी तरफ से क्या कार्रवाई रहती है?
फिर हम क्या करते हैं, उस जेंटलमैन कैडेट को हम सबसे पहले चेक करते हैं कि उसकी राइफल है वो कहीं जीरो तो नहीं, मतलब सही जीरोइंग तो नहीं है. अगर वो प्रॉब्लम है तो हम आर्मोर को चेक कराते हैं. आर्मोर के पास में अगर कोई हथियार की कोई नुक्स है इस प्रकार का तो आर्मोर होता है हमारे पास में, वो उसको ठीक करता है. फिर मैं कोशिश करता हूं कि हमारा कोई ट्रेंड उस्ताद है उस राइफल से फायर करके चेक करेगा कि उस राइफल में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
अगर ग्रुप ठीक बन रहा है
तो फिर उस जेंटलमैन कैडेट को हम देंगे और उसकी जो बेसिक गलतियां हैं उसको नोटिस करेंगे कि ये एक्चुअली में इसकी आंख बंद हो रही है कि नहीं, ये साइड अलाइनमेंट या साइड पिक्चर का सही इस्तेमाल कर रहा है कि नहीं, टारगेट को सही से देख रहा है कि नहीं. इन गलतियों को अगर हम दूर कर देंगे तो कोई डाउट नहीं कि एक जेंटलमैन कैडेट है वो टारगेट को
हिट करेगा ही करेगा. तो अभी भी फ्लिंचिंग की शुरू में प्रॉब्लम होती है, आंख बंद कर लेता है.
बिल्कुल सर,
कैडेट
होता है सर,
है ना, शुरू में पहली बार सर धमाका कान पे सुनाई देता है तो
बिल्कुल
होता ही है ना साहब?
हाँ साहब, कान आंख भी बंद कर लेता है, दोनों आंख बंद हो जाती है, कई बार कंधा मार देता है वो, कई बार ट्रिगर को झटके से प्रेस कर देता है, तो इसलिए भी गोली उसकी
कुछ बड़ी बहुत ज्यादा मजबूत पकड़ कर लेते हैं.
बिल्कुल साहब. हाँ साहब,
डर तो नहीं, झिझक ज्यादा होती है?
झिझक होती है और शरीर को भी ज्यादा अकड़ के साथ वो
बिल्कुल. हाँ, शुरू में
शरीर का सही मतलब सही पोजीशन ना बनाना भी एक है, टारगेट को छोड़ देना होता है.
तो धीरे धीरे जैसे उसकी ग्रोथ होती है, मैच्योरिटी आती है, जैसे एक्सपीरियंस आता है रेंज में, फिर वो आराम से तसल्ली से फिर फायर करता है, तब जाके टारगेट हिट. एक बात बताइए साहब, हमारे उस्ताद हमें जब एकेडमी में सिखाया करते थे बहुत पहले, वो कहते थे ट्रिगर को ऐसे दबाओ जैसे नींबू को निचोड़ रहे हो. अभी आप ये नींबू वाला एग्जांपल अभी भी देते हैं कि कुछ और बन गया है?
अभी नहीं, जो पुराने टाइम में जो राइफलें थी और अभी न्यू जनरेशन वेपन आ गया तो इसका ट्रिगर है बिल्कुल हल्के पुल के ऊपर ही प्रेस हो जाता है.
अच्छा.
जो आप बता रहे हो वो चीजें पहले प्रॉपर फॉलो होती थी,
पहले होती थी ना जमाने में.
है लेकिन उतना नहीं है.
उतना नहीं है. ये लेटेस्ट वेपन है,
लेटेस्ट वेपन है, न्यू जनरेशन वेपन है, तो इसके अंदर ट्रिगर है, इसका हल्के से प्रेस करने से भी आराम से हो जाता है. इसकी ज्यादा
हमने तो साहब SLR पे ट्रेनिंग करी.
SLR के लिए यही था साहब,
ये नींबू निचोड़ना,
बस वही सिखलाई थी.
थैंक यू साहब, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आपका.
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू. Viewers, we just spoke to the SM sub. Now, if you see there is a car, there is a blue car there. That car belongs to Lieutenant Colonel KD Singh, who's a weapons training officer at IMA. And it is said, I've heard from a lot of people in the academy that when cadets see that blue car, they know that something is not all right. Because Lieutenant Colonel KD Singh has the reputation of being an extremely hard taskmaster. We'll meet him inside as we enter the CQB range, where they are taught. It's part of the fighting in built-up areas. Come with me. I'll take you inside. The Indian Army is seeing new combat scenarios every now and then. There was a time when we learnt only conventional warfare, but today it is the time of Fibua, fighting in built-up areas. Fighting in built-up areas entails actually going with a weapon inside rooms, inside houses, and flushing out terrorists and the enemy. More of this can be seen in Kashmir and other war zones across the world. This is what we're going to show you. Good to go! I'm here with weapons training instructor, Lieutenant Colonel Kapil Dev Singh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here, sir.
So we just saw a small demonstration of how a cadet engaged a target inside a house.
Yes.
Can you tell us something more about WT that is practiced here at the IMA? Can you tell us something more about how you train the cadets? You know, they are civilians when they come in.
Yes.
At least the direct entry cadets who are civilians or technical entries. How do you get that initial you know, what we know in Hindi as jhijak, that initial hesitation of firing a weapon? And what do you train them in actually?
So the gentlemen cadets who come here, the first time direct entries, they first are given a capsule on weapon handling. Thereafter, they move to the simulator where they are taught the basics of firing. On passing on the tests that are required at this simulator, they move on to the short range, then thereafter to the long range. So if you see, the weapon training is progressive, which includes weapon handling as well as firing.
All right.
This, the scope here entails making them proficient in section and platoon weapons and giving them an introduction to the battalion support weapons. This also includes field firing and grenade firing.
All right. But specifically for fighting in built-up areas, specifically for fighting inside rooms, what are the special skills that you would impart to a gentleman cadet? You know, because in Kashmir, we see there are so many encounters happening almost every second, third day, 1 or 2 encounters a week, and most of them are in built-up areas. So what should the gentleman cadets watch out for?
So the gentlemen cadets here, for example, this CQB range is utilized by the third-term gentlemen cadets of the passing out course to give them an introduction to the CICT operations scenarios that they are likely to encounter post-commissioning.
Yes.
For example, while the gentlemen cadets undergo this CQB firing, they do not know the layout of the target. This remains unknown to them. Then we give them an introduction of the likely IEDs, all kinds of different initiation mechanisms which are there. All that is included. And before this, there is a CICT capsule in which the classrooms and the LDMs are conducted for them to understand CICT operations in a better way.
Okay. So you think that this kind of shooting practice inside a house is extremely important in today's scenario, in today's combat scenario where the world is seeing increasingly urban warfare. We go to Syria, we go to Iraq. It's all mostly urban warfare inside towns and cities, right?
Yes.
And this is the face of modern warfare. This is how it's going to be.
Yes, so this remains the prime important thing as of now with regard to CICT operations, and we try to make the GCs aware about the latest trends that may be utilized by the terrorists or the insurgents.
Viewers, there are a lot of forces which specialize in such operations. There are forces that do it consistently. For example, the NSG would do it. For example, the para-SF people would do it regularly. But it's also important for officers who may not belong to these organizations or these structures to actually know about this, because this is the changing face of warfare. The conventional warfare mindset is being shed away, and the Indian Army is very, very rapidly adapting to and adopting new methods of warfare. This is one of them. Fighting in built-up areas, going inside a room, small team concept, terrorists or the enemy hiding inside built structures. All this is something that is going to matter more and more as the years pass by. What's happening behind me, viewers, is punishment, Indian Army style. But this is corrective punishment. In the Army, when they punish you, they take great pains to make sure that you understand why you have been punished and what best can be gotten out of this punishment. If you see, they're just marching, but the time is 2:05 in the afternoon, in the midday sun, in the warm midday sun. They're being made to do drill again and again. These can be for any acts of minor indiscipline or minor infraction. This is to drive home the point that discipline is a must in the Indian Army. There is no circumventing discipline. There is no shortcut. If there is no discipline, there is nothing. I'm joined here by Lieutenant Colonel Dinesh Sharma, who's supervising this corrective punishment. I'm going to speak to him and try and understand what is going on. Welcome to Patriot, Colonel Sharma. Okay, please tell me what is going on here. You know, we see punishments happening corrective punishments happening. But what is the essence of this punishment? Why does it happen? And what do we seek to gain out of it?
Major Gaurav, this particular parade is the extra drill parade. As in forces, we call drill as a bedrock of discipline. So this corrective measure is basically to improve upon their discipline, first of all. This, why they are being called here? Because of minor offenses. These minor offenses could be like they were not wearing their uniform properly. They may not be having the exact number of nails which they should have in their drill shoes. Absolutely. So these are small offenses for which they have been called here. So first and the foremost, improve upon their discipline. Yes. Second is to increase their stamina. As it is, you can see sun is on its peak. Yes. Then they're doing the drill. Absolutely. So improve upon their stamina.
It's very important to understand, like you have punishments in other educational institutes in the country, which seniors might give you. Sometimes they tend to get humiliating, and sometimes they crush the very soul of the person to whom the punishment is being given. But you can see in front of you, it's all done with a purpose of equality. It is done with a purpose of instilling discipline. It's all very clean. A soldier is treated like a soldier. Yes, soldiers are tough and they're treated in a tough manner, but the self-respect and the pride of the soldier is always intact. I invite you to see the sight in front of you there. You know, they're all being taught how to march, and that's all. I'd like to understand from you what are the charter of duties extensively of the adjutant, because they keep on insisting and saying that, or they keep on stressing upon discipline in the army. They say that drill is the bedrock of military discipline and discipline is a must. Tradition. Where does the adjutant come into all this?
The adjutant is one of the custodians of drill and discipline. He exercises his power through the drill ustads who are here, the drill ustads who are posted at the academy, as also the award of punishments. Gentlemen cadet are awarded punishments when they commit offences. So the adjutant's branch takes care of drill and discipline. As concerns drill in the academy, there is a tradition in the academy that gentlemen cadets who come from the CV street to improve their turnout, bearing, their response to orders, and to help them grow as a person and understand the importance of discipline. They are put through various stages of drill. And one of the major events which is there in the cadets' routine here is coming for drill in the morning. After that, there is a test which is conducted at the academy known as the drill square test. So the privilege of moving out to Dehradun on liberty and for an outpass is only once you're able to clear this test.
You pass the drill test.
You clear the drill test,
yes,
and only then you're allowed this privilege of moving out.
Of wearing a lanyard and going out of the gate.
That's right.
I'm at the Vikram Batra mess at the Indian Military Academy in Dehradun. And before we sit down for dinner, there is something I would like to show you. This is the table of remembrance. This table signifies all our brother officers who are currently prisoners of wars, those who have not come back. And I'm going to read out here something that is written on this plaque, on this table, and point out the significance of each and everything that is placed here on this table. It says, in remembrance, the table is set for one is small, symbolizing the frailty of one prisoner alone against his oppressors. Remember, the single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the families and loved ones of our comrades in arms who keep the faith awaiting their return. Remember, the red ribbon tied so prominently on the vase is reminiscent of the red ribbon worn upon the lapel and breasts of thousands who bear witness to their unyielding determination to demand a proper accounting of our missing. Remember, the candle is unlit, symbolizing the upward reach of that unconquerable spirit. Remember, the slice of lemon on the bread plate is to remind us of their bitter fate. Remember, there is salt upon the bread plate, symbolic of the family's tears as they wait. Remember, the glass is inverted. They cannot toast with us tonight. Remember, the chair is empty. They are not here. Remember all of you who served with them and called them comrades, who depend upon their might and aid and relied upon them. For surely they have not forsaken you. Remember until the day they come home. This is the chair and this is the table, a dinner table set for our brave soldiers who are in captivity, who are prisoners of wars. This is to remember them.
Academy, Summer night, carry on.
I'm now sitting for dinner at the famous Vikram Batra mess. And I'm sitting with all these cadets here. All of them are third termers, and all of them will pass out, will graduate from this wonderful academy in a few months' time. I'm going to speak to the cadets. We just thought that we'll have an informal sit-down chat, because whenever I've spoken to them, they've always been in uniform, always a little stiff, always a little conscious. But now they're sitting down, and we'll speak with them. Your name is?
Sir, BC Akil Kumar, sir.
Akil, where are you from?
So I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana, sir.
Hyderabad, Telangana?
Yes, sir.
And this is your last term. You're a third termer.
Yes, sir.
So you're going to be passing out very shortly.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to?
Yes, sir.
Passing out, of course. Yes. Of course. And what have you opted for, yeah?
Para, sir. Special Forces.
You want to go to the Special Forces?
Yes,
I think you better eat some of that chicken.
I'll be, sir.
Which para SF?
Sir, I opted for one para SF, sir.
One para SF?
1, 3 and 10.
Any specific reason?
Sir, 10 it is because my basic DS was from 10 para SF, sir. When I was in NDA,
yeah,
it was my basic DS.
Okay.
I got motivated from him.
You saw your DS, and this is the story of every GC. You see a DS, and then you say, I want to go to that regiment because that guy is, you know, such a rock star.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He's Kirti Chakra, sir.
He's a Kirti Chakra. Okay, that is motivation number 2. That is Kirti Chakra. Fine. And what are the sports that you play here?
Sir, I play volleyball, sir. And I play hockey also.
All right.
Yes, sir. My main game is volleyball, sir.
Main game is volleyball.
Yes,
so have you reached a certain level in volleyball, like
right,
volleyball blue or something like that? Nothing?
In India, I was half blue, sir.
Okay.
Here, I'm merit card. This time, I'll be getting half blue or blue.
So, chalo, it's good here that you're going right out of the academy already physically fit.
Yes.
There are some people who opt after some time and they find it very tough. But for you, it's the same ragla, you know, taking forward to the paras. Tell me something else, yeah? Family members coming over for the POP?
They're coming, sir. They're looking forward for my POP.
Plans ban gaye ghar pe. Everybody's planning.
Yes, sir.
What they'll wear and what they'll...
Yes.
This thing and...
They'll suit up, sir.
Absolutely, they'll suit up, yeah? It's a very proud occasion for them.
I'm the first guy to become an officer, sir, so...
I'm sure, yeah, matter of great pride. So tell me what else? How many of your batch are opting for para SF?
So from my company, we are 3, sir.
Okay.
And from Timaya Battalion, 15 of them opted for SF. Karyappa Battalion, 6 of them, sir.
Yeah.
And Maniksha, it is 8 of them.
I hope you all get through, yeah?
Yes, sir.
It's a fantastic place to be in. We just shot one of the series with Para SF, and I have friends in Para SF. And great choice, great people, hardcore professionals. You'll love your time, but it takes a certain kind of mindset to be there. And it's not just about physical ability. It's about so much more.
Yes.
Like, for example, if I had to go for a Para SF probation, I won't last for 1 week, yeah? I just don't have the mindset. It takes a very different breed of person. Yeah. And I'm sure you're that kind of person, and I'm sure you'll do very well, yeah?
Yes, sir.
I wish you all the very best, yeah?
Thank you, sir.
Do well, and you know, you guys are from a great institution, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic institution, fantastic army, and I'm sure you'll make your parents and everybody else proud, yeah?
Yes.
And go for it, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
So, hi, what's your name?
Gio Alexander.
You're Alexander?
Yes, sir.
And you're from?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
You're from Kazakhstan. How far is Kazakhstan from here?
By flight, it will take around 4 hours to reach.
So, do you go home in the midterm break?
No, sir.
No, no going back home?
The tickets are quite expensive to go.
Yeah?
So, I'll better spend this money in India.
Okay.
If possible. Otherwise, I'm for midterm break. If I get the leave, I'll go around India.
You want to roam around India?
Yes, sir.
You have so many friends, they'll take you around, yeah?
That's my plan is.
Yeah, yeah, you go to Hyderabad with this guy.
Yeah.
So anybody from home coming for your POP or no?
No.
Not likely? So you go back home to Kazakhstan after passing out from here?
Yes.
To the Kazakh army?
Yes.
So what memories will you take back from here?
First of all, what I can say, what I've seen from my NDA time and from IMA.
Yeah.
My Indian force-mates, they're very caring. Though we had lots of, maybe sometimes very serious discussions.
Yeah.
Or even sometimes unofficially fights.
Yeah.
But eventually, we club together.
Yeah.
We are bond. We have a very serious bond within each other. And we will carry this bonding, these links, till the time we pass out from this world. I hope so.
No, absolutely. You know, you're very right when I tell you this, that the bond that you have with course-mates, you know, NDA guys and even at IMA, this bond, Alexander, will last you a lifetime. There is no stronger bond. I mean, you can call a course-mate at 3 o'clock in the morning and he will be there. It's only in your course that you will find that everybody's crazy just like you.
Yes, sir.
They're all crazy people.
That is exactly about my course. We are crazy people.
Absolutely, absolutely. And they will love you, they will support you, they will stand by you. So what sports do you play, yeah?
Basically, I play volleyball. I learned hockey, which I never ever played in my country.
Okay.
So, and I like active sports like running. I was participating in athletics last term.
All right.
Unfortunately, I was not able to get any medal. However, I could give some points to my company.
That's important. If you're able to contribute to the company, that's important.
Yes, sir.
As good as getting a medal.
Getting a medal, obviously, it will be better.
So, Alexander, apart from this, what all did you learn? I mean, you've been in India for a long time, 3 years in the NDA.
Yes, sir.
Then
1 year almost.
1 year here at IMA, 4 years in India. Have you been to other parts of India or just Pune, Khadakwasla and IMA Dehradun?
I've been to a couple of places like Hyderabad. Then we went to Chandigarh.
You went to Hyderabad with this guy?
No, sir. It was a service attachment.
Okay.
In our third term in NDA.
Okay.
So we have been attached to 112 medium artillery regiment.
Okay, you went to 112.
Yes.
How do you like it? How do you like your attachment?
It was very
112?
good. It was quite learning experience.
Okay.
As such, I will be joining infantry unit in my country.
All right.
So seeing other arms, though it is Indian arms, but still, I think all over the world arms are the same.
Yes. Soldiers are the same everywhere.
Yes. It's just the mindset which is different.
Yeah.
So that experience gave me more. And when I went to Ambala, Chandigarh last midterm break for hike, we went for 402 Army Air Defense. So I've seen the rocket unit.
Okay.
Rocket RT.
Yes.
And air defense.
You liked it?
Yes, sir. It was
impressive, huh?
It was not that much impressive because all the equipment which was there, I've already seen.
Okay. Nothing new.
Yes. Though I am new to military life because I'm the first generation. I'm the first one in my family.
No, these will become more impressive when they start firing, actually. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they have not shown us.
Yeah.
However,
that is why you find it non-impressive, because any gun which is kept in the holster or in the coat is just a dead piece of metal and wood. When it starts firing, that is when you see the light and sound.
Comes.
Yeah. That is when you say Happy Diwali. It goes boom, boom. Pleasure speaking to you. And I wish you all the best for your journey.
Thank you, sir.
And I hope you take back very, very fond and happy memories of India, and especially your course mates.
Thank you, sir.
That's a bond that will last forever.
Thank you, sir.
We have such great infrastructure in the IMA. I've seen it and it's fantastic. But people also complain, it's also there in the media, that there is a huge shortage of officers in the Indian Army. You know, why is this so?
This is a very relevant question today because if I can take you further back, the infantry battalions and the regiments have got shortage of officers because I am coming after commanding a regiment. But this officer shortage is not primarily because we do not want to take them. Army has a set standard and we are looking for quality over quantity. If a person meets a certain qualities which is enshrined in the officer-like quality part, he can only be screened in the SSB and then he can move forward. If he happens not to clear that, then obviously we cannot take them. A case in point is if someone is coming repetitively for the service selection board interviews and repetitively that gentleman is getting rejected. It goes on to say that there are certain qualities which he may not have to become an officer, but he should not be discouraged because army may not be profession for him. he might try his hand in some other profession,
absolutely, absolutely.
Either be a doctor or engineer and so on.
Today, I'm joined by Commander ACC Wing, Brigadier Ravi Dimri. Let's speak to him and request him to tell us what goes on into making a soldier into an officer, what goes on into making a person who was earlier being led to become a leader. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Gaurav.
Sir, I begin by asking you, what was this entire concept of the Army Cadet College? When did it start? And what is the current strength of this college, sir?
Gaurav, the Army has, as you correctly brought out, is over a period of time, they've taken into account merit. And right from 1929, the Army Cadet College was started as Kitchener's College. From there, we had the first lot of cadets coming into the IMA. In fact, you will be glad to know that the first Sword of Honor, which was won by a cadet from the Kitchener's College who had come to IMA, Smith Dunn, who later rose to become the Chief of Army Staff of the Burmese Army.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The cadets who come to ACC Wing spend 4 years here in the IMA, 3 years in the ACC Wing and 1 year training in the IMA. My task in the ACC Wing is to transform these soldiers, these selected soldiers, into potential officer cadets of the IMA. For that, we make them undergo a graduation course. The college, my wing itself, is affiliated to the Jawaharlal Nehru University. You'll be surprised to know that there is a college which is existing inside the IMA, wherein we have a principal, we've got professors, we've got assistant professors and associate professors. And we give BSc and BA degrees to these soldiers. We have a graduation ceremony at the end of the training for 3 years, after which these cadets graduate and come to the IMA.
It's almost on the pattern of NDA. I'm not comparing, but I'm saying that they do a graduation level course here, after which they get a JNU degree, and then they go on to train here at IMA for 1 year, after which they're commissioned as officers. Am I correct, sir?
Absolutely, absolutely. It is, I would say, at par with what we are doing, is nearly at par with what the training at NDA has done. Same graduation course, same level of military service subject training and leadership quality training, and then the boys come to the IMA, wherein then again it becomes a level playing field for everyone. Discrimination, or there is no difference between a cadet who's come from the ACC or a cadet who's come from the NDA or a direct entry cadet.